It just tickles me. It really does. I said Caleb Williams sucks because Caleb Williams, he sucked yesterday. He was bad.
Caleb Williams sucks.
Yeah, they had practice open to the media, and Caleb Williams, he struggled. And I just find this laughable because Bears fans thought he was the next greatest thing, which he still could be a great quarterback. I'm not saying that there's no opportunity for him to be great, but they were coming in here thinking that Caleb Williams was going to be the best quarterback in the NFC North for the next 5 years, that he was going to be the guy that led them to beat the Packers, a guy that can lead them to 10-plus wins. And early on, they act like the fact that it was impossible for him to run into some struggles. So I find it comical when I go on ESPN.com and I hear Bears vets lift up Caleb Williams after struggling in practice.
Here's what Bears fans can learn, right? Because we've had David Kaplan from our sister station, ESPN Chicago, come on our program and say Caleb Williams is going to be second only to Michael Jordan in the lore of great.
How about Jays and Jordan ain't played in the league in like 15 years.
Yeah, and he is someone who is a different stratosphere when it comes to athletes. But to say that Caleb Williams is going to be second in Chicago only to Michael Jordan before he's even taken an NFL snap, I hope this is a cautionary tale, right? Because, look, like you said, Caleb Williams, he might turn out to be a really good quarterback. And to be fair, there were some not great reports of Jordan Love when he was playing, whether it be his rookie year or even most recently.
Yeah.
But Packer fans, to Packer fans' credit,
yes,
they said, boy, I don't know what we got in Jordan Love. I'm concerned. We had Favre, we had Rodgers, Jordan Love. I don't know. Is this going to be the start of the lean years like the 70s and 80s for the Green Bay Packers? So there was always a bit of caution. There was always a bit of like temper expectations and wait to see if Jordan Love can put it on the field. Bears fans, they don't do that. They rush right to crown their next guy. And I just hope this is something for Bears fans to realize. Say, hold on. This guy hasn't taken one snap in the NFL. And of course, there's going to be struggles. He might be great. He might be terrible. He might be somewhere in between. So let's just slow down, Bears fans, before you start talking all that trash, before you start crowning him as the next great NFL star. Why don't we let him actually play some NFL games first and have the proof to back that up?
Caleb Williams sucks. That's true. It's true. He sucked yesterday.
Currently, he sucks. That's all we know.
There is something
Caleb
about
Williams sucks.
There's something about when people don, especially at that quarterback position, that ugly orange jersey. Once they put that on at the quarterback position, they immediately become worse at their job, immediately become worse at what they're doing. And we talked about this a couple weeks ago, and you just kind of alluded to it now. You can't crown people without making them earn things, right? You can't. He has been given this number one, quarterback starting position. I understand he's a first overall pick, but make him earn it. Make him work for something, because now what you're doing is you have thrust him into a position that says, here's the keys to the offense. You're the guy to lead it. And now all the pressure falls on him. You don't have a veteran to just say, hey, we're going to have this vet. Caleb has to compete, and he has somebody to lean on. Nope. It's all Caleb Williams, and it's to the point where DJ Moore was talking about growing pains. It's frustrating, but we also know we're learning a new system. Like, this is not what they expected, and I find it hilarious and comical that Bears fans now have to be shaking in their boots saying, well, it's early. They're going to be saying this because what's going to happen? He's going to struggle early in the season. They're going to say, well, it's early, No, I'm telling y'all this right now. They made a huge mistake by not bringing in not just competition. It's not about that, but bringing in somebody to keep him motivated and have him understand that everything in life is earned, especially in the NFL. Everything should be earned. There should be you have to work for your opportunity to be a starting quarterback. It shouldn't just be handed to you.
Yeah, I mean, competition, even if you're the first overall draft pick, and even though everybody knows, maybe it's a bad kept secret that you're going to be the starter, just even the mental presence of another guy there to push you. It pushes you in ways that competition can only do it. And he's going to have days like this. He's going to have games like this where you look back and say, oof, that is ugly. But we'll say this right now. If Caleb Williams, not just on a one-game sample size, but over the course of one full year, maybe several years, when he tries to become the franchise quarterback that the Chicago Bears hope him to be, he's got all the weapons around him. I mean, those weapons that the Bears have, they're better than the Packer weapons. I think we can all agree on that. But you might push back on that, Kyle, but they're more established than the Packer weapons, that's for sure. And they have an improved O-line. They got a pretty good defense. And he's the best talent since Andrew Luck, probably the best prospect, or at least a top 5 quarterback prospect in the last 25 years. If he ends up failing in Chicago, you know there is some kind of curse just hanging around that program. That you are right. That once you put that C on your helmet,
they put that ugly jersey on.
Something happens because he's got the weapons, he's got the running back, he's got the defense, and he is one of the best prospects in a long time. If he can't make it work there, I'm not sure anyone can make it work.
Bears fan sucks, so does Caleb Williams as well. They made a huge mistake by not having some type of veteran. Even last year with Bryce Young, who struggled, he had Andy Dalton on the roster. They didn't do anything. They have a backup quarterback, Tyson Bagent, whatever it is. They've done a terrible job of creating that competition, having some type of role model. They always find a way to flub this up. They always find a way to mess this up, and it always makes me so happy. There's nothing better than me celebrating the Green Bay Packers having almost 100% attendance at their OTAs. There's only one person being out because of personal reasons, and then reading headlines about how the next great thing, Caleb Williams has struggled. Boy, I love being a Packers fan.
You sure do, Kyle.
I do.
It's good to be on the north side of the border, I will say.
It always is. 800-990-3776. Let me know if you, like me, believe that Caleb Williams sucks.